Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, and welcome to Intergalactic Geographic. It is our mission to explore the rich and diverse life forms of our Milky Way and beyond. Tonight we bring you to gotmo6, a small rocky planet in our neighboring Andromeda galaxy. Please stay tuned and we'll be right back after a word from our sponsor, the Sicilian Balistreri Mafia family of Milwaukee.
Let me tell you, I'm not overly enthusiastic about television advertising. You hear that, Nunzio? Many of us are losing patience with your leadership. Maybe soon your birth certificate will expire, huh? But for now, I'm going to go along and say to the audience here that we don't have specials or sales. It's always the same price. Our heroin is top quality, and it's sold on street corners near downtown by guys in red hats. There's a picture of a spider on every package. That's how you know it's ours. Don't ask questions, don't call, and get rid of the wrapper with the picture of the spider on it before you use it. Thank you. Enjoy.
This is your roving reporter on gotmo6, Marlon Perkins, Jr. We were fortunate to witness the mating ritual of a species we did not know even existed. Apparently the male initially tries to escape the process by running nearly constantly. But as we see, the female strikes when she can get close enough to draw him into a force field. Then she pulls his entire body through an opening in her head. It appears at this point that his life ends here, but she produces hundreds of offspring in just 3 or 4 seconds.
It reminds me of my first wife, though it seems somehow to be a more humane and honorable end. I just hurt so deeply about it all. Certainly the pain has endured the test of time, though.
We interrupt this program for a special report from Homeland Security.
Look, there's been some changes in our organization. Yesterday, our illustrious leader suddenly made his journey to the great pasta dish in the sky. Sal, exactly what happened to Nunzio Balistreri?
Well, I can't say, Vince. He could have slipped on a banana peel or fallen on a sharp object, or maybe it was a heavenly recall as far as I know.
Not heavenly recall, heavenly recall. What are you, some kind of herring-choking Swede?
Nej, jag är italienska. Vince, what we do know, many in the Balistreri syndicate are angered at his sponsorship of the Intergalactic Geographic Show, which $250 million of family funds were used to send a production crew to gotmo6 to study reproductive strategies. The whole thing, boss, it's a giant coincidence.
Hundreds of millions of dollars to listen to some twerp's sob stories. Back to your show.
Welcome back, folks. Well, I guess we've learned something. The Department of Homeland Security, turns out, officially now, is the mob.
What?
Okay, sister, make your statement just the way we talked about. Nice and easy. Nice and easy.
I'm Karen Moore, producer and temporary announcer for the Intergalactic Geographic. I've been asked by our sponsors to inform you of our immediate cancellation. Before this jerk thinks that he can get back up again, I'll return you to our broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. From gotmo6, please welcome back Marlon Perkins, Jr.
Though we've known about this next species for a very long time, there is not an official name for them. I have an Australian friend who calls them wannabes. They are born with both sexes, but all desperately want to be the male. Every mating encounter is an intense fight to establish this. Why? The female has to take care of the kids. The rocky part of the marriage always comes first.
Excuse me, Mr. Perkins. There's something wrong with the shot, and we can't figure out what it is. There's some kind of light that's coming in. Let's look at the monitor and see what it is.
Oh my God, I sense mortal danger. This could be my vindication. My whole life I've been compared to my grandfather. Yes, Marlon Perkins Jr., twice reduced compared to him for each junior. Film crew, save yourselves. Of course, I had assumed that the light that flashed during my filming was the female of the first gotmo species that we studied. And yes, I was well aware that the male always dies during the reproductive process. Unlike all males of this species, I walked slowly, as opposed to running, hoping this would persuade the females to cease stalking me. A 15-minute walk back to the ship and my safe cabin, alone, and I admit, afraid.
Don't be afraid, male Earth human. We have existed here for millions of years and have encountered alien beings many, many times. It is because of this we females have adapted the ability to mate with over 50 different alien species. Many of these techniques do not require the male to lose his life. In the case of humans, we have copied the reproductive strategy of the Earth species, the anglerfish. Because of its harsh environment, the female draws the male through her stomach while releasing an enzyme, and he attaches to her blood supply and stays there for life. Interested?
No, I'm not. My heart belongs to another. I plan to tell her when I return to Earth.
Well, that is a shame.
How did your species begin?
The primordial soup was an unwashed microwave. Once flesh developed, we merged with it.
Do you, have a name?
Yes. My name is Nickel Marshall.
Well, Nicky, I want to help you. I have learned that there's a ship en route, and it's filled with angry Sicilian mobsters and one somewhat angry Swede, perfect as mates. They ingest huge amounts of olive oil, to lubricate your parts, and the Swede, fish oil, I guess. They'd be out of my way, and you'd have what you want.
We have a policy of requiring certain sponsors to prepay us. Due to recent events, we have decided to stop running ads for the Balster area crime family. Also, we have decided not to return their money. It seems prudent to expand the field of battle between us, as we have credible information that 6 Balster associates are now in a star cruiser headed for gotmo6 to inflict harm on our film crew. We will be taking over their business as well. Effective today, we will be selling a much higher quality black tar heroin from our offices in Century City. There's a digital message from one of our announcers on every package. That's how you know it's ours. Enjoy. Oh, brilliant move there, Sven Golly.
Quiet, please. We've called this press conference today to inform the public that the FBI has arrested Karen Candace Moore, producer of the Intergalactic Geographic Show, on several murder and racketeering charges brought by the Attorney General's office after an indictment by the D.C. grand jury. This should be seen as an example to those who might think that they could gun down individuals and advertise to sell Schedule I narcotics on national television without the FBI eventually arresting them for it. So be forewarned. Any news organizations who wish us to take questions can do so by meeting us at the Cork and Cleaver, picking up our tab, and then also paying the tip. What?
No, let's do that all-you-can-eat seafood buffet at Bennigan's this time.
You told Vodka. I could use a Singapore Sling Zombie at Cham.
Hey, Lush, I think you really wanted the Clyde Tolson special back at the hotel.
Once,
Well, the little baby doesn't get what he
Sick of
wants.
every one of you. Sick of you.
Nikki, I'm so glad to see you. I was hoping to. Our ship leaves for Earth in a very short time, and I've been rethinking your offer. Have you ever met a willing male?
No, I haven't. It intrigues me. It's all I think of.
Nikki, I'm not afraid. Return to Earth with me. As one.